Hello everybody, this is Leisa Carrillo, creator and founder of Forever Curls Education. Welcome back to my channel. This is one of the most wanted videos ever. Like everybody, through my whole education, through my whole Instagram page, Facebook, Twitter, they always ask, can you please make a video about curl type and what product to use? But today what we're gonna talk about is everything you need to know regarding styling your natural texture hair. When I say styling, it means how healthy your hair should be from roots to the ends. And what are the most important products that you need to have in order to create the most beautiful looks on your curly hair. Are you ready? Let's do this. So the first thing we're going to talk about is health of the hair comes from the inside out. I think I added a little video here on my YouTube channel where I explain a little bit how to maintain the health from the inside out. Depends what you eat, how much water you drink, all those things are extremely important for the health of your hair. Now, there is other things that you should consider before you buy products, before you analyze what is missing on your hair and what you need to add to it. So let's talk about products. Okay. I think I can show you guys something where I explain better about products. But before we get into products, we're gonna figure out what curl type needs what. So first of all, A, B, 3C, 4A, all those things are created by brands for you to understand what product to buy. Me as a professional, it's hard for me to just accept that one curl type works for everything. So I noticed through my years of experience that clients come to my share and they have multiple curl type, multiple situations going on. That means porosity, the hair is damaged, dry, spot, thinning areas. So all the things you have to consider before you add product to your curls, right? So rule number one, before you buy products for your hair, make sure that you know what your hair needs. That you look at your environment. Where do you live? What is your lifestyle? What is missing on your hair? So rule number one is based on understanding that if you don't have a good routine for your hair, you won't have healthy curls. Good routine means how often you shampoo your hair, what you shampoo it with, how many treatments you do you using oil and butter based products or you using water based product? Are you standing on the sun, working outside your garden without protecting your hair? Or are you literally just like brushing your hair through the night and next day you re-wet it, the next day you put more water and more product? So all the things are gonna affect the way your curls look. Rule number two, you have to understand water is gonna be your best friend. Have you seen those clients or those friends that tells you like, oh my gosh, I have wavy hair, but I didn't even know it. I went to Florida or I went to Mexico, I went to the Caribbean and I have curls. Why do you think that happened? Because humidity is gonna be your best friend for your curls. I can tire enough myself telling you, the only thing you need to do curls form is hydration. Products are an element that is gonna help, but you can form your curls with just adding the hydration that the curls need at a time. Another thing that I always see is when people kind of like put products on the hair, they don't even read what is in it. They don't even know if those are made for them. They just heard, oh, it's a curl cream, I'm putting it on. It's a curl defining lotion, I'm putting it on. If your hair is already curly, there is nothing that you need to put to define your curls. It's all about giving the curls the memory that they need to last or to have a beautiful style for the longest time. There is nothing that you have to add to make your hair curly when your hair is already curly. If that makes sense? Okay. Terminando. Oh, no. I literally spoke Spanish to you. Okay, finalizing that rules number two regarding what product to use is also how you apply that product. I always say there is 80% for you to get a good styling result the way you apply the products. How much you let that product penetrate. It's about how good you doing your wash and go. Sometimes the product, it would be just a 20%. I'm extremely simple, and most of my clients are when it comes with product. I barely need to put 1 or 2 products. I believe that when you have the good hydration, you don't need to put more. So, rule number 3, you have to visit your hairstylist. You have to find somebody that really loves and understands your curls and guide you what you need for your hair and what is best for you. I would love to help everybody. I would love to help all of you guys. But sometimes when you text me on social and you say, what should I use for my hair? How can I get my curls back? You have to see me. There is no way that I can prescribe you something when I don't even know you, when I don't even feel your hair, touch your hair, and stuff like that. So you have to Google it. You have to research. You have to look at hashtags and find a specialist in your area. When you do that, go to that specialist. Let them evaluate your hair. Look at what is missing and what can be better, right? So normally I'm in Las Vegas, right? So here is a desert. The climate is extremely dry. So most of the clients, I have them on shampooing the hair twice a month only and adding a hair mask, a hydrating mask, every single time they shampoo the hair or clean the hair. Because to me, hydration in Vegas is extremely necessary. And conditioner is not going to give you 100% all the hydration that you need, especially here in Vegas. I don't remember the last time it rained. It's like, when was the last time it rained? I don't think you ever seen rain, right? I don't know. Like, I think maybe, when do you think it rained more? Like, I mean, you haven't seen rain in 3 months. I don't know. So no rain in 3 months. Can you see that? Like, you know, makes sense, correct? So that would be one of my biggest tips as well, to find the person that prescribe you and help you curls to be healthy and juicy and beautiful. You know, sometimes people have to see the hair, have to feel it, have to touch it if they really understand curls. So are you ready? Let's talk about products. So I divide this in 3 groups. Let me show you. Perfecto. Okay, let's start talking about products. What I want you guys to understand before I talk about product, every client is different and every hair type as well. But what I want you to do is understand what to read and look for depends your hair type, right? So remember, it's gonna be 1, 2, and 3, right? Wavy hair, coil and high texture, really compact kind of curls, and the curly girls that are really nice and defined. All of 3 of them, I already prove it. I basically, every single week at the salon, I have minimum from 10 to 16, sometimes 20 curly girls with different texture. So what I want you to understand, it will never be the same when you follow a blogger that have nothing against them. They only touch their own hair. They don't work with enough texture to analyze and understand what is needed and what is missing, right? So listen to me. After years and years and years of experience, I've been doing hair for 12 years. I've been touching texture hair. I've been seeing how can it be improved, how can it look better, including myself texture, myself, you know. So the first thing that I look at products when I open them, it's gonna be this little guy in here. And I think I'll have it on the screen as well, that it shows after you open the lid of the product, 12 months, guys. I've seen people buying and having a bunch of product, saving on the bathroom, and the products have been used for decades. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good for your hair. After the product is open, some of them, we have on the label the 12 months. So you know that that's exactly how long the product is going to be 100% useful. Useful? Do you say that? Useful and good. Forget about my English, please. But sometimes it's not very good looking, but you know what I mean, right? With that. So now, another thing that I want to talk about, I want you guys to understand and analyze, is ingredients. So what is on your product is important. So I'm extremely against oils and heavy oils. And you know what? Because there is some oils only that the molecules are small enough to penetrate the hair cuticle. I already showed you, right? The hair cuticle has a specific size of molecules that will absorb. Other than that, they literally, like coconut oil, the olive oil, all those kind of oils, they're gonna sit on top and they're just gonna be hanging out and they're not gonna penetrate, they're not gonna do anything. The only problem you're gonna have, basically, they're gonna push the hydration away, right? So if you get a cup and you put water and oil and trying to mix it, what is gonna happen? They're gonna separate. So that's exactly what you do. You're separating hydration from your hair. So that's gonna be one of the biggest things that I look for when I'm buying my products. So another thing, of course, is gonna be what is in it. So please make sure that you understand the alcohol. There is things that your product needs to have in order to dry. It's just a matter of fact, the amount of that. It's okay if your product have coconut oil, things like that, but in moderation. So you have to understand that the first two sentences when you read the product label have to have water. So the product has to be based in water. I'm tiring myself explaining this. You have to have a product that is based in water, right? So the first two sentences have to have water, basically. So another thing that I look for is how I'm gonna balance the hydration. So the first thing I do is I would recommend to not shampoo the hair more than twice a month. Yes. In between, on the meantime, every other week, what I recommend is cleansing conditioner. No lather shampoo, no poo, all those with those names. Basically, it's a conditioner cleansing cream that will clean your hair gently without extracting all the nutrients. So that's exactly what you need. So normally, all my clients have cleansing conditioner and shampoo, right? So they do 1 week one week the other one, they alternate. So basically that would be the routine. And do not shampoo your hair more than once a week. It's not necessary. You know, curly hair comes in a spiral. So all the natural oils and the nutrients in order to travel down the hair takes forever. Another thing, you don't brush it. So please don't shampoo it too much. So let's talk about the important factors for you to understand your hair. From the follicle to the cuticle to even the cortex and the medulla, right? So all those elements can influence on your hair, right? So I'm not the best at drawing, but I did a little bit of some so-and-so in here. Let me think. Don't judge me, please. Okay, so this is simulating a hair, right? From here, it is the hair follicle, right? The hair follicle is that portion that you don't even care sometimes, but it's the most important one. So that's the one that is in charge of the living portion of your hair, where your hair start coming out of your scalp. And of course, is what determines the blood supply to the hair. And of course, if you want hair growth, please pay attention to this area, because that is the one that is gonna save you from breakage, unhealthy hair, and lack of growth, okay? So another thing that we have to understand, that all this area internally on your body, it gets filled by vitamins, nutrients, and water. So if you feel that for the longest time your hair haven't grown, you have a lack of hydration and health, maybe you should go to a specialist. It's not your regular doctor where you do your blood test, because sometimes on your blood test, the general one, those details won't show. So you should go to a hormonal specialist or a doctor that can look deep on your blood cells and stuff like that, and determine if you're missing vitamins, nutrients, if your thyroid is unbalanced, and they can give you an advice on what to eat, how to improve that, and how to help that, right? So sometimes we caught up in what we see, but we don't know that we are what we eat. Everything is from the inside out. Important for you to know is the cuticle. So the cuticle is basically the vision side of your hair where you see the problems, right? So if you have split ends, if you have raised cuticle and the hair is extremely frizzy, if your hair is dry, everything you're gonna notice because your cuticle is acting weird, right? So I'm telling you, if you have an inside out hair that is growing healthy, your cuticle is gonna respond to you as well. If you don't damage it with heat, with manipulation, with things that are wrong to you, hair cuticle, even color and lining process that are bad, you will have also a healthy hair. And of course, when we're talking about the cortex and the medulla, please, when you go to your colorist, make sure that you're getting color when your hair is ready. Healthy enough to be responding to those colors. Sometimes we just want what we want and we don't care, right? Or sometimes we just like, oh, this is what I want, I don't care. Doesn't work like that. Or even you don't go to a specialist, you just cannot wait a month to see her, or you cannot wait a week, or you didn't do a research, so you go to whoever is on the corner of your house, and that's when the problem happens, right? They get and they destroy literally the cortex of your hair with wrong relaxer, wrong treatments, or even color. Now, how do I do or recommend the routine? No matter what curl type, what you do, if you have a hair mask, a hydrating mask, normally they come in tubs, right? So trying to use as a substitute of your conditioner, especially if you see that you have a high porosity hair, that your hair is not hydrated enough and is not getting all the nutrients that you want them to do. So every single week I do a hair mask. I might leave it just for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, just depend my timing. And I also use those processing cap or heating cap, and I just put it on my hair, let it process, and then. So then when I rinse, I just rinse 80%. So it's okay that you leave a little bit of a mask or conditioner on your hair. And the reason why the pH on the water is different than pH on your hair. So you will balance that porosity better if you leave a little bit of that treatment in. Then I will follow by a leave-in conditioner. Always, always, always a leave-in conditioner. All the 3 curl types, you need that. A leave-in conditioner, always apply a small sections, a small amount, and I will have more video here on YouTube how I apply products. A little bit at a time, and make sure that you massage the product into the hair until the feel disappears from your hands and from the hair. You get flakage, you get all built up, you get no product penetration because you don't spend the time. Remember, 80% is how you apply the product. Then I will follow by the second product. It depends your hair type. Once again, wavy hair and texture that are tighter than coil, like 1 and 3, I will add gel or curl cream after, right? So I get more definition, I still massage it, make it penetrate, and voila. At the end, when the hair is 100% dry, I might use a little bit of oil with leave-in conditioner. I will break the curls. Now, what do I use on group 2, like myself? Basically, number 1, a leave-in conditioner, number 2, a mousse. And once again, what I'm not sharing all those products here, because doesn't make any sense. If you have a product preference, if you want organic, if you want natural, I want you to do the research. I want you to buy the product that you think is best for your hair. Learning and understanding everything that I just explained today. Principles are extremely important when you're talking about hair quality and long-lasting styles. Like you see me today, this is day 7. The last time I cleaned my hair was 7 days ago, so I'm about to do it today. And of course, I'm planning to add videos on how apply product depends on the hair type. But basically, always feel free to leave a comment, tell me what you think about the video, tell me what you want to see next, and comment with me what is wrong, how can I help you. But basically think on product number 1, hydration, always, that cannot be missing. Product number 2, what is going to give you the memory. It can be a gel, a mousse, or a curl cream, just depends on your hair, but they all need to be brushed into the hair, massage into the hair until you feel the penetrates and disappear from your hands and from the hair. So please stay tuned. I'm planning to go over with more videos on styling different curl type. Please Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to come to my education if you're a hairstylist professional, and see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Mwah. Bye.